So I'm here today with Genevieve Reynard, and you and I met on Facebook.
Indeed. I'm what you would call a Facebook addict.
Okay, this is what it looks like.
So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open up Facebook.
Okay.
I don't even check my messages before Facebook. I live on the west side of Joburg, very close to a shelter called FORA, which is Friend of Rescued Animals. Joined the group because I was interested in maybe volunteering somehow.
Okay.
And you put the call out looking for helpers to do admin on the Facebook group, and I thought that suits me very nicely because I could fit it into the time I had.
Okay.
And it didn't involve going anywhere or doing anything.
You say that very lightly. It doesn't involve doing anything. We'll circle back around to that. So how long had you been in the FORA group when I put out the call to action for admin team members?
I don't think very long. I think I'd only been on for like a week or two maybe.
Are you kidding me? That's insane.
And I saw the post and I thought, why not? And I did.
I told you at the beginning that many team members don't make it through.
And I thought, that's not going to be me. And yeah, I stuck it out, and once I got into it, I just became more and more addicted.
So for everybody watching who doesn't have the same context that I do, I put out a call to action looking for volunteers who would support the FORA admin team. And Genevieve just stepped into the role as though she'd been doing it her whole life.
And I hadn't. I'd never done a Facebook admin ever.
So when you stepped into the role as a moderator for the group, how did the actual reality of what you did every day compare to what you thought the job would be like?
Well, for me, it was so interesting because meeting you, I got to see how you work and how you manage and how you deal with difficult people, difficult situations. And the more I did it, the more fascinated I became with the role.
Okay.
And directing the traffic and trying to up the engagement.
Yes.
So for me, it was just the more I did it, the more it became interesting.
Community management is a little bit like that. So when you were volunteering to do this role, were you aware you were becoming a community manager?
Not at all, no, not at all. Definitely not.
So I think it took me 3 months to build the team, create a set of guidelines that the team could work with, structure the whole thing, and then I stepped out. How did you feel at that point? Because I basically left you holding the baby.
Well, I think the wonderful thing is that you actually left us with such a lovely groundwork with the guidelines and watching how you did it, that it felt effortless because of your tutoring and your mentorship. And you do it in such a great way that you make it feel like it's easy.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Oh, yay. So are you still enjoying the role?
Well, as it turns out, everybody else has basically fallen off.
Okay.
And it's really just myself and one or two of the ladies at the shelter that still manage the group.
Okay.
And yeah, I love it. I've been doing it for a year and a half now already. I can't believe it.
Okay, so my early prediction that 1 in 10 would endure worked out, and you're the 1 in 10.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to passion as well. It is something I'm very passionate about. I'm very determined that I want to be able to do some sort of volunteer work, and this is something that I feel I can fit into my time and make a difference, which helps them find people to sponsor, to donate, and to even come and find the animals and take them home.
You definitely have a purpose there. And then along the way, being the serial volunteer that you are, you followed me into the Upcycledclothcollective admin team. I was very surprised when you did that.
So now one of my other passions is recycling, and I'm also a crafter, so I sew and crochet. So again, it just seemed like a natural progression.
I'm so thankful for your natural progressions. They're wonderful.
So I followed you along into the group, and again you put out a call for admins and moderators, and I thought, I can do that.
You are such an incredible asset in our admin team. Thank you. I appreciate everything you do for us. And then for everybody watching, it didn't stop there. But wait, there's more. When I signed up for the Facebook Accelerator program.
Now, I'd just come in as you had made your submission and you were waiting to hear the result.
Yes.
And it was very exciting.
Yes.
Did she get it? Didn't she get it?
Yes, yes, yes. And you know, they let us know about a month before we were allowed to say anything to anybody.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
I had to sit on that hot potato for weeks.
And we were all anticipating and waiting to hear, and you knew.
And it was so difficult because what had happened was there were people who were sitting on the ledge with me, and then they were going, have you heard? Have you heard? And I had to go, no, I don't know yet, but I did. But we weren't allowed to tell.
Okay. Because
Facebook obviously wanted to be the first to make the announcement. So we actually had to sit on it for a while, which is quite a...
It must have been agony, actually.
It was
agonizing. Yeah, all the months of effort in that, and you're probably bursting to be able to tell anyone, and you couldn't tell us all.
Agonizing. It was agonizing. It was agonizing. So Genevieve, you've been watching voyeuristically as we've been creating our documentary. And you've been helping behind the scenes with all the paperwork and stuff. What has that experience been like for you?
It's actually been really fun because I've been able to see it from the view of the members.
Yes.
So seeing each day you post something, I've been able to see what you guys have been busy with for a day. And I've been enjoying just the snapshots, you know, just a little bit of see what you've been doing for the day, not the whole story. Yes. And then on the other side, I've been in this back part of it, seeing who you're meeting, who you're planning to see, where you're going for the day, what you need, what you've got to do. So it's actually been really fun for me to see from both sides. And then this week, I was very lucky to join you on an actual shoot for the whole day and get to see how you plan it and what you do and what the content team does and what their role is and how the story develops during the day and where you go with it.
You enjoyed it?
Totally. It's been, I'm an accountant, so life as an accountant is typically very, very boring. It's the same thing every day, every week, every month. So this for me has been really fun. Just it's been the light of my life, just seeing a different side of life and a bit of fun.
Oh, that means so much to me. That means I'm so thankful that we are the fun side of your life.
Totally.
That's awesome.
I think that's what I love about the group is the inspiration. Seeing what people come up with every day out of something that you would have just discarded or thrown away. That's the joy of the upcycling group, is just the making something that was useless and worthless into something really usable and very often beautiful. We have some members who do some fantastic things.
Would you ever make the move from accountant to full-time community manager?
Yesterday already.
Yesterday. Love that.
I've been an accountant for 30 years. I'm over it. Okay. I think I'm ready to do something more interesting.
Okay, well, for my sake, I'm hoping you'll hang on to being an accountant for a little bit longer, just so that you can keep our books in order for this project.
It pays the expenses, so probably unlikely that's going to happen.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for everything you do for our community. I appreciate you so much. We appreciate you so much.
And thank you for what you do for us. The inspiration and the fun you bring to our day. Every day I wake up and going to see what you've been up to. It's a joy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.